Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more of the First Descendant. And last time, we were doing some more stuff with the new Season 3 update, particularly focusing on the new Stormhanger Super Colossus fight, the base version of it though. And for today, we may very well look into the challenge mode of that, which, I mean, we did not try last time, so I can't say how much of a challenge that would truly be, but only time will tell, I suppose. I think, well, we were using Nell as our go-to character for the base version of that fight. This one here, Stormhanger. And it went fairly smoothly. We were able to do it pretty consistently. We were doing it in a group of 2, I think, and then I have done it several times in public lobbies after that. But I, as I said, have yet to try the challenge mode. I assume that I would still want to go with the same build on Nell for that. And yeah, Big Country was saying that he had some success going that route. My one concern is that I still don't really have an ideal reactor for Nell, so I don't know, that very well could be a key factor that would hold me back on that front, but we can give it a shot. As for whether it makes the most sense to do that as a duo or as a solo, or Big Country if you want to hop in and try it out as a duo, I don't know. Obviously, the fewer people you have in the party, the less health the Colossus has, and that is usually a pretty significant factor, so who knows? We can try that out. So that's one thing that I was pondering. The other thing that I was pondering was, I think we mentioned it in passing last time, but Jayber has received a significant buff. So we did previously level him up to level 40 to at least see what his basic setup was like, but we didn't catalyze him and build a true endgame Jayber build because there kind of wasn't such a thing as an endgame Jayber build until quite recently. So that's another thing we could very well find ourselves doing a bit of today. Though, realistically, I don't know that we're going to be throwing 10 catalysts in Jayber tonight. That's probably not going to happen, but maybe a few. Could farm for a reactor today. A 400% dungeon is dropping it. Oh, well, in that case, we could do 400% dungeons with Jayber and check out his newly buffed stuff, and then hopefully, in the process, might pick up one of those reactors, in which case, suddenly we would have the means to more effectively take on the challenge mode of the Stormhanger. So there could be a decent flow in that way from one set of stuff to another. Oh, and I suppose that means we should probably actually get Jayber here. Let me just double check. I think I have one Descendant slot remaining. I do. Okay.
Oh,
perfect. And I should note, we are doing this just before the next mini update. I don't even know what the proper terminology for it is, but we are going to see a new Descendant coming out very soon, that being Ultimate Luna, and Lepic is also expected to receive some big buffs, and a few other things as well. A few new modules, obviously some Transcendent modules specifically for Ultimate Luna, in addition to some just generic ones. I think a few trigger modules as well, the ones that are only available from the new content in the Axian Plains. But let's pick up Jayber. So technically speaking, the reason why we're doing this is because I did do a blood sacrifice for Jayber previously. And so that is why we did not have him for a little while, which you guys may not have known because I did do it behind the scenes to create space for other characters. But we have since made room. It just means that what that amounts to is Jayber is going to be starting at level 1. As I said, we did not catalyze him before. We had only gotten to level 40 with him, so it's not like it's a huge setback, but we will have a little bit of extra work to do on Jayber.
Commencing turret synchronization operation.
So, let us see. Does it save? It does not save. Well, I guess, given how it had said previously that we did not have any modules equipped. Would we like to use presets? That was probably a pretty good hint that we were not going to see stuff here. You're still working on your Jayber build? Not done yet, but you did post it? Okay, I mean, if you'd like to do some Jayber farming along with me, you're welcome to do so. I did also reach the trigger module threshold for a few other characters in the meantime, so we could do it with most of the other characters who we are now, that we've been using a reasonable bit. There are still a few that we, much like we had previously with Jayber, got up to level 40, but didn't get around to catalyzing multiple times. Let me take a peek at what you have on the Jayber side. Okay, I suppose I'll, at the very least, throw this up real quick so other people can see what I'm looking at, although I will probably be taking a look at that on the other monitor so that I can start setting some of these things up. So this is what Big Country is recommending, and as he said, he's still in the process of leveling up Jayber, so he's not fully done. But immediate purge codes, there is a Transcendent module. Otherwise, we're seeing non-crit based damage boosters, cooldown, AoE, duration, more cooldown, and generic damage stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Simple enough, I suppose. One thing I am not super familiar with is that Transcendent module. So, you're saying, is it this one? When using skill, instantly explode all turrets and inflicts damage on nearby enemies. Creates lightning AoE that deals continuous damage where the turret's exploded. Okay. I don't know if this is what this Transcendent module used to do, or if it's been completely reworked. Maybe it's had a statistical increase, but it's mechanically the same. I couldn't tell you, because as I was kind of suggesting before, I didn't exactly spend a bunch of time working on Jayber in the past. But let's start with the simple stuff. We want something of this variety. Then said, oops, some cooldown stuff, such as Nimble Fingers, and you did have multi-talented, although I think there was MP conversion, which would be the most efficient thing to put there in all likelihood. Then you had some duration, and you also had, I think, area of effect? Oh, range. In Path of Exile mode. This, I think those were some of the options you had. Then you did have multi-talented. Just double check. Remind me. Dimension, singular. So that would mean for you potentially a lot of cooldown. That would be useful. Singular would be damage, so yeah, I'm guessing that's mostly there for the cooldown. Otherwise, I don't even remember what the cooldown is for most of Jayber's stuff. Not great. Obviously, if we save those modules that give us a bunch of cooldown, that helps a lot. If you were to throw in 20.5% cooldown for multi-talented, which is really huge, then, I mean, that is... It's not as much as MP conversion. It's a little less than Nimble Fingers as well. Okay. Throw that in. Then that is likely the last thing we could squeeze in unless we were to fully upgrade the Transcendent. We could probably just barely squeeze it in there. Want the Dimension one up all the time? Yeah, for the cooldown. That makes sense. Yup. That checks out. Okay. I feel like I threw on some customization stuff for Jayber in the past, and it does not appear as though that stuff carried over. Hold on, this is important. I did pick up a little bit of the new skins from the boss that we are potentially going to revisit today. And so we could go this route. I do like this one more than, like, this is the previous one. This just doesn't feel that interesting to me. This feels a little more out there, but at the same time, it's a little crazier, but I think they executed it in a pretty good way. Yeah, I didn't throw in the energy activator, which we probably should still do, because I mean I'm pretty sure did not use one in the past for base Jayber. I honestly don't remember, but there was probably a decent case to be made for saying, you know, this is not all that urgent. Maybe we did, but now a fully upgraded Jayber is legitimately one of the top. Okay, I haven't played him yet, so I'm hesitant to say top tier, but he's up there, it seems, from what I can tell. He's in that general area. You wouldn't be laughed out of the room for saying that he is now a strong character, or so it seems. So, more reason to invest those kinds of consumables in Jayber. Now, this doesn't feel like the most Jayber-y color scheme. What is the most Jayber-y color scheme? That's a great question. But maybe we'll keep it simple for now. I do think there was also, get out of the color stuff, but I thought there was new head skin from one of the seasonal or login bonuses. Yeah, okay. We throw that on. That spices things up a little bit more. And then this might have also been from one of the login bonuses or season pass related things. Feels like Jayber would have something that's kind of techy like that, something electronic like that. And then, in the absence of having something for the spawn that fits Jayber, or using this because this one is hilarious. Okay. That works. Then let me just double check that I'm about to upgrade the correct Transcendent module. Immediate Purge code. You get Luna in the next month. You get a free photon imprinter. I mean, we have done Luna. We have at least gotten her up to level 40. But that's another character we kind of deliberately held back on because we were expecting her to get her ultimate version fairly soon. So rather than using an imprinter, we're instead likely just going to start from scratch with Ultimate Luna, since it's not going to make much of a difference at this point. Okay, so let us enhance. Let's go Descendant. Is it immediate was the first word? Oops. This one, right? Yeah. Exploding the turrets. I remember that. I don't remember exactly how many capacity costs we have remaining here. We may not have enough to squeeze this in, but we're gonna try. Apparently we needed to consume Kuiper shards, and maybe do other things as well. We have just enough. Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. So obviously, more modules to add, more modules to catalyze, but this should give us a starting point. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I feel like that mask in particular reminds me of a movie character, but I can't place what it is. Is it, there's a scene, there's more than one scene with this character in it, but from the Superman movie, the first one with Henry Cavill in it, there's a woman who's one of the antagonists, not the primary antagonist, but sort of a secondary bad guy. And I think she has a scene where she's wearing this. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I mean, obviously, it's sort of like a generic-ish gas mask-like helmet, although not exactly. I don't know. But it looks cool. I like it. Okay. Oh, we do have a fellow. Okay, that works. Guess we'll throw on a vehicle while we're at it. Okay. Oh, and maybe starting off with Serena as the baseline was not the best way to do this, because we are almost certainly going to want to swap around all of these things. Might just throw on Slayer set for the sake of ease and convenience. I don't remember what we used with him last time, but Slayer is rarely a bad choice. Full Enlightened Mage actually is typically the go-to. Okay, that's doable. Let me see. Enlightened Mage is... I always think it's purple, but it's reddish? That's Shell Crusher. When is Enlightened Mage? It is sorted by name at the moment. Oh, there it is. It is not the color I was looking for. That is why I could not find it. There you go. Simple enough. So this does skill power and reduces firearm attack when using non-attribute skill, which obviously is the case for Jayber. Grants stacks of truth, get up to 3 stacks, and once you do reach 3 stacks, you get a big burst of non-attribute skill damage. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. And this, we're going to want to switch, and I'm sure at some point we figured out what we wanted to use here. He's a combination of dimension and singular. Which one did we end up going for? It might have been this. Guessing it was this. Because this may have been the character who I upgraded this reactor for. Because he's non-crit. Or is that what I think was Valby? Cooldown dimension? Cooldown dimension. Yeah, okay. So that looks like this was for him. Strange optimization conditions that I put on that, but okay. Just gonna choose to ignore that for now. It does mean we'll probably want a handgun. I think the idea was to put you on. Okay. Alright, I think that means we have what we're looking for on Jayber. Oh, hold on. Hold on. One more thing. Not sure if I love this. I mean, it does feel like he would have something, again, sort of tech-oriented, so... Don't love the color scheme there. That clashes a bit, but at the same time, thematically, it does feel like it fits. What does this look like, out of curiosity? What with this skin already having stuff sticking out from your back? That's a little over the top. This is the new Colo Toys back attachment, but I don't think I like this one quite as much as some of the previous ones. That's what he does for his animation. I feel like if you're looking for something with that color scheme, there is an alternative, and I do prefer it, and that's this guy. He still matches color-wise. He does his bodybuilder flexing pose, which I think is pretty great. Right? Hold on, that wasn't it. He has that, right? Or did they change it? Tell me they didn't. Hold on. There it is. Yeah. I like this guy. Alright, let's roll with that. I think we are now ready. Yeah, it does look very futuristic. I feel like we need to be pulling out a lightsaber or something. Feels like we are very much from the future, which technically may be the case in First Descendant. It's been a while since I really thought about that, but suppose we are a little bit in a sci-fi environment. But anyways, I have yet to do daily related stuff, so I am happy to hop in for those kinds of things. I don't know, Big Country, if you've already done stuff like invasions, Sigma Sector, all that. We'll get a new wall crasher in about 20 minutes, which, for quick, may give us just enough time to finish all that stuff. Let me hop into Discord. Hello, Big Country. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay.
Happy you're a little later today. I was quite late for myself for, I was making bean hammers, and it was quite messy.
Making what?
Bean hamburgers?
Oh, bean hamburgers. I heard bean hammers. I was like, what is a bean hammer? Is that some slang for something, or some name for a specific type of dish that I've just never heard of before? But no, bean hamburgers or bean burgers. Yes, I'm there. I got you.
They did not stay together.
Yeah, their structural integrity is not always the best. That's true. This person next to me, their name is Praetorian Stalk, or Praetorian Stalker. I feel so called out. There's absolutely a Praetorian behind me. Isn't there?
That actually kind of reminds me, starting on Monday, I'm doing a there's this Discord group that does like a Mass Effect challenge where you have to play the entire playthrough of Mass Effect on Insanity. And like the person who dies the least gets a gift card.
Oh, cool.
So I'll be starting that Monday.
Nice. Good luck. Alright, so you were saying you've done Sigma Sector, but you're fine for more? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we start with Invasion, I feel like? Because that one, once you're done, you just check it off, whereas Sigma, there's a chance we might want to stick around for more. Let's see, so we have Vespers. This one is just killing enemies, right? Basic killing enemies.
Yeah, I was actually building and doing arcade tuning on Jayber, but then I watched the dev stream yesterday. And Sharon is going to be very good with the new trigger module coming out.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, we're doing public.
Oh, I honestly just pressed a button and didn't think much of it.
Descendant. This is a phase separation which uses reversion energy. It has a large output, which requires processing of tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results, the structure that appears to be a computing device is called Vulgis artificial brains. This is how they are processing all that data.
It is, when you get used to using a weapon that has a bunch of movement speed module, or rather movement speed cores on it, and then you swap back to a weapon that doesn't have that, it is a bit of a different experience.
You're not using Peacemaker?
Oh. Is that also a handgun? Or is that a hand cannon?
Yeah. That's a hand cannon. But it's like the gun you want to use on Jayber.
Okay. Yeah, as I was mentioning before, I don't know what my logic was for the weapon categories that I put on. You know, I may have actually set up this reactor to be a mobbing glay reactor. And it may just be a coincidence that that also happens to work for Jayber. This may not have initially been a Jayber reactor that I had in mind here. The more I think about it, the more I think that's probably the case. So that would explain why I had some otherwise kind of odd weapons.
It's like the only option for Jayber and Balbi really is hand cannon.
Okay. So yeah, I had like shotgun on as one of the weapon categories, I think, which I think I added, which would be strange to voluntarily do that.
Yeah.
Unless it were glay, in which case you could potentially make the case for it.
And nowadays with Glay, you just want cooldown duration. The reactor doesn't matter. Yeah, trying to tell Silent got in his head he needed a fire singular reactor for bossing Serena.
Okay.
And like trying to get in his head, no. It deals no extra damage. Having subpar...
Yeah, just keep your skills up.
Yes. Having subpar, like, because he was going to do like skill cost, cooldown and stuff like that. And it's like, no. Just get cooldown duration. You already had, because he already had a reactor that had cooldown duration. But he was going to switch to cooldown cost because it had the same, fire singular. It's like, no, that's just not necessary.
If you overload the device, the veil will be neutralized.
Although at the same time, I can't talk too much because I did switch to a fire singular reactor.
Hold on a second.
Well, one of the Sigma centers just drops fire singular reactors.
Yeah, it does help.
Eventually, I did get a fire singular reactor that was cooldown duration, so I thought, might as well make it thematic.
Yeah, my reactor for Serena is currently a chill reactor, so definitely doesn't fit the fire theme. I can advocate for the non-matching reactors for Serena.
Oh yeah, I think originally mine was non-attribute. I just happened to have gotten a
So when it comes to the buffs that Jayber received, were they mostly just numerical improvements? His skills just deal more damage than they did before, or is there anything that's actually a more complex mechanic?
The biggest thing.
Animations?
The animation is much better now.
Okay.
That is by far the biggest thing and honestly the most important thing. Because honestly, he did quite a bit of damage beforehand. He did like get a buff there, but like he did quite a bit of damage.
And I know he places stuff on the ground, and in a fast-paced game where strong characters are able to clear things out extremely quickly and you're just on to the next group of enemies, I mean, at the same time, that is kind of similar to how both Inez and Nell work, where they have large area of effect abilities that you place down and they take everything out in a large circle, and it looks different, but the end result is potentially quite similar.
Another thing is before he could only place down one thing, one turret.
Oh.
He had a mod that gave him two others, but it was worse for it because I think it lowered damage as well or something like that.
Okay.
Well, now it's just part of his base kit. They actually got rid of several of his mods.
Okay, this one is the totems, heads up. It's also the longest one.
Yes, and that's also the one that we need to farm for reactors.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But luckily, gotcha. Like every drop that's a reactor will be a non-attribute tech. Oh wait, no, it's wrong. Never mind, ignore me.
Oh.
We're not doing 400%. It's
the wrong combo. It's non-attribute something else,
tech.
Some other category.
Non-attribute tech. I was thinking Vespers, I think it is.
I mean, there is, the other one is in Vespers. There's a
There are
chance.
No, it's not
droids
Vespers.
which give off inversion energy and a container with unidentified arcade stored in this location.
0x triangle, and we don't have to be in the circle anymore.
Right. They changed these quite a bit. They are
Yeah.
much faster now.
They have also blocked
It's just
off the
one
entry path
tower.
with the Order's malignant
And we
tumors.
will now be transported.
Yep, there's more teleporting to new areas, which accelerates things a bit as well. As you said, don't need to be waiting around. It's this one right here. You can just go, go, go.
Although Silent forgot that he had to shoot the boss at the end.
It is kind of weird, to be honest. First time
Yeah,
I
it
did
is.
one of these ones after the rework, where it was like, okay, was starting to get used to not having to use that special cannon anymore, and then suddenly it comes back just at the end. Yeah, it's this one here.
Oh.
Jump too far?
Jumped off to the side
Oh,
and
I am, however, still a very low-level character who doesn't have any HP mods, so maybe I'm not the best person to pick this up right now.
I can't rescue you for some reason.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm glitching out a little bit. Oh, I was just about to finish abandoning.
Do I need to say thanks too?
Why do you keep dropping the medical?
Well, so the Transcendent module, since this is my first time using this one on Jayber, it causes an explosion, but when exactly does that happen?
You drop the turrets, and then you can cause the explosion from where the turrets were. You blow up the turrets, and it leaves a puddle on the ground. That
But how
deals
does
area of
one detonate the turrets? By pressing the skill button again?
effect. The ultimate.
The ultimate. Oh,
Skill.
okay. Gotcha.
Unidentified arcade stored in this location.
One you haven't unlocked yet.
Yeah.
The enemy aims to artificially combine these two forces to cause an inversion overload explosion. They have also blocked off the entry path with the Order's malignant tumors.
I also made
First, remove the
tater
tumor
tots,
from
and
the
that's in
container
quotes,
to
even though you
reveal
can't
the
see
arcade
it.
storage inside. If I know the ancestors,
From
they
zucchinis,
will have
Oh,
all the
interesting.
properties.
which does not taste as good tater tots, but as my sister made
Find the drone
me
to match
very
the
aware of.
arcade's properties as cover.
Hey, Napoleon.
Drone seems to have
Give me some of your
similar energy
tots.
to an inversion reinforcement device. If you have found the
Well,
drone
I
which has the
remember
correct
I made
arcade
cookies one
properties,
time,
I can
and my
adjust
sister
the output
complained
to
that the
cancel out
texture
the
was
last energy.
too much like cake.
Descendant, the commander of the Order of Truth has
I mean,
And
there are
like,
worse
it was
problems to
made
have.
out
Also,
of-
what just happened? Oh my
the
goodness.
inversion energy emitter installed
That
on
was
the
interesting.
ancestor drone.
It was made out of like pumpkins and stuff like that. Pumpkin. So it was like it's
sounds
made out of
interesting.
pumpkin, and you're complaining that it's too much like cake?
Yeah, that's strange, but also interesting.
Summoning assault turret.
So basically, you want to drop your one.
How many can I have?
You can 3.
It seems like if you try to set more than 3, then one of them explodes.
Yeah.
Does that do damage
Yeah,
in
you
the
can
process?
only have 3.
Assault turret.
You can only have 3.
Does this count as an explosion that does
Summoning
damage, though?
turret.
No. You have to use your 4. Like, and it's very noticeable
Okay.
because it leaves a giant puddle on the ground.
Feel like I have seen some people doing it before, because I have recently started to see a new electrical-ish visual effect, and I was not sure where it was coming from until I realized, you know, what are some of the things... I thought at first maybe this is Nell, because Nell is obviously new, but it didn't look like a Nell ability. Then figured, it could be Jayber. Alright, so we are, done with both the invasions now, right?
Yeah.
So, should have time for at least one Sigma sector.
a minute.
Maybe not 2, but we could
Oh,
see.
we were talking about Nels. Oh, I didn't switch
Oh, sorry.
characters. Oh, no problem. I already did the daily, so. But yeah, I don't know why I switched back to Jayber's reactor. No, it's the right one for Nell's reactor for bossing.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. Well, that's still, at least for me, that is still meaningful.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Confirm
So.
arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, and the reactor I have here for Jayber works. It's just that it's a little bit of a strange.
Yeah, you just need to change the optimization.
Yeah,
I don't
strange
think
optimization,
Blaze
so
ever
that's
going to
fixable.
be. I don't think Blaze ever going to be a skill descendant ever again.
Yeah.
And if she was, she'd use the Peacemaker, tell you the truth.
I'm a little stuck. Oh, that was very well timed.
Oh, you got your 4 now.
Oh, good.
HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on staging area.
Oh, and you never put an energy activator in the other.
Oh, that's true. I haven't put one of those in yet. That's okay. We're in potentially a little bit of a rush if we're trying to get all these things done before we enter the wall crasher fight. So we could take a little bit of time afterward. Iron out the
You basically
details.
only want to use your 1 and your 4. You keep using your 2. You have a bunch of medical turrets down.
Oh yeah. Do those explode as well, or is it only the assault turrets?
I don't know.
I think they all explode.
Yes, they do. You can see the
Yeah.
yellow.
Look like a
But
pretty
you
big
still
explosion.
just want to use your 1.
Yeah.
So basically, you want to place 3 turrets down, use your 4. Place
Yeah.
3 turrets down, use your 4. The most difficult part is to keep multi-talented up. Like, don't accidentally use multi-talented when, or your 4 when you don't have multi-talented buff up. Which I have done several times.
Eh. Sure, it happens. Lose some cooldown, you gain some damage.
The damage is like, I think it's 2%.
Yeah. I think it was 20. It might have been.
No,
That
it's
might have been the
20
cooldown.
singular. It's 20 singular. Which means that on your 4 it's 2%. On your 1 it's nothing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the damage bonus is honestly bad.
Requesting support.
But it also frees up, like, if you notice, I don't have a single focus on module on.
Yeah.
Turret activated. Operating solar.
But yeah, you can have like 9 puddles on the ground at the same time.
Awaiting transfer to transport
And all the
position.
puddles do quite a bit of damage.
Well done, Descendant.
Alright. Love that spawn effect so much.
Yeah, let me switch to Sharon real quick. Because yeah, there's a new module that every piercing projectile spawns like 3 storms around them, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the skill that you fire a bunch of projectiles around you?
Mm-hmm.
That's a piercing projectile. So you can spawn like 30 or more of those little storms.
Oh, wow. It is close to the hour mark. I'm wondering if it makes sense to just do Wall Crasher and then swap back over to Sigma.
Works for me. I did actually manage. I wasn't. I was expecting to work on it until, for a while. But I did manage to fully build out Excava.
Okay. Was it worthwhile, though? Does it feel like it's a big difference maker?
It's more difficult than Divine Punishment, but it is like after I got some practice at it, it is noticeably more damage. Like in the same time with Divine Punishment, I'll do like 1.1 billion damage. With Excava, I'll do like 1.4.
Okay.
Oh, and something they patched. You know how before I was using this place as a skateboard park?
Oh, yeah.
They put a wall.
No!
Yeah.
How dare they? I still haven't modified my Serena build in quite a while now, so still set up for Ancient Knight stuff. Multi-hit Ancient Knight
Knight's good.
stuff.
I think the math goes out to like Excava's number 1, Divine Punishment's number 2, and then there's like 8% drop off, and it's Ancient Knight.
Okay. Obviously, I did add the trigger. That much is it. That's pretty much it. In terms of the additions.
Yeah, one thing that's weird is that with Excava, you don't do the aim.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used it, to be honest with you.
Well, the Excava has this ability where if you aim and shoot, it'll like do stacks, and then once those stacks are done, it will consume 4 bullets at the same time and provide a debuff of like minus 10% electric, which means you do want to do it. But you also don't want to, go through those 4 bullets every time you shoot.
Yeah.
Especially if like you're the only Serena or only doing electric damage and stuff like that. But there was one time where we had a Sharon, a Nell, and 6 Serenas, which is like the meta build. Although I'm pretty sure we had 5 Serenas, 1 Inez. Which, if it was 6 Serenas, it would be the meta build. Although I think several of the Serenas weren't using Excava.
Mm-hmm.
But we got 39 seconds.
Yeah, that's insane.
I know it's possible to get like 15.
What's up,
Which is
Boris?
why
How's it going?
Yeah, I think I did like just under 1 billion damage in that 49 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, that's good.
And that was when I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
So I would have been, I think that was like my 2nd time taking out Excava on Wall Crusher. So, but the Sharon debuffs on like a bunch. The Nell buff was really helpful, so that had me do a lot of extra damage.
But yeah, things are going well, Boris. We are, today, we are potentially take another look at this character who we did use previously, but he has been buffed significantly since we were last trying him out. And there is a more challenging version of a boss fight that we fought last week that we may also test out at some point. So that's the agenda.
Is there any character you're not at level 40 for RK?
All the ones that I have. I don't remember if there's any that I still have yet to get to. I think I've, at one point in time, or like I currently have blood sacrificed Kyle. So I don't remember if I got Kyle up there. I may have, I may not have.
Yeah, you're ahead of me for RK tuning, that's for certain.
Okay, so shall we Sigma Sector at least one more time? For the sake of daily stuffs, and then we may swap over to 400% after that?
Yeah, I have Jayber who's at 34, Sharon who's at 20, Eugen who's at 31, then Haley and Kyle are at 1.
Like the pink character? Which one? Inez, maybe? I do have Inez with a bit of pink in my character skin setup at the moment.
Reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All
Please
units
let me step on my bike, please.
do not exceed your limits.
There we go.
Large-scale
By the time I get it on the bike, I no longer really need it.
stop the enemy deployment.
Okay, so the sort of odd colored ground, it's a little bit lighter, is that from the explodey turrets?
Yeah.
Okay. That.
Turret activated. Turret engaged.
Trying out a new character skin on this guy. I kind of like. We could make it a pink character, though. Not really what I think I'd be looking for on this guy.
Oh, I completely missed.
He's like a robo hacker dude.
Summoning turret.
Maybe like thematically, yeah, silver, maybe an electric blue, or even a yellow might be most fitting. Right now we're just going with the default color on this skin, which is mostly purple. Oh, that was a very silly time to detonate those.
Shields offline.
What? Oh, you jumped up just as I...
You? I just read that person's character name. That's fantastic.
Assault turret activated.
Keeps destroying my assault turrets. I'd like to file a formal complaint.
Yeah, I put them down after she's done 2 of them,
Actual to HQ.
Oh, yeah.
and then I detonate them as she's doing her 4th. So did you want to do 400s?
I did not realize that I forgot to deactivate those, Boris. But, I suppose we can head on back, and Boris has redeemed that I customized my character. What color character skin should we use, Boris? Going pink? Let's see. Should know this by now. Oops. Yeah. I do like this. This sort of shiny purple. It has a little bit of a pearlescent effect on it. Almost. Maybe not quite. Okay, you say pink. Let's check it out. We have plenty of options here in terms of which components we can make pink. Let's see. And we may have a few options for which shade. There's that, which is sort of a bright, shiny. More of a hot pink, maybe. Those are only 2 pink options? I thought we had more than that. This is which is... Yeah, indigo. It's... Oh, maybe this? It's a little bit salmon-y. Yeah, in the bright light it looked good, but it got darker, not as much. If we do something like... Oh, that's also... the shade of pink we were looking at before? No, I think we were looking at that. This is actually a little more bluey in that case, sort of purple. That one I feel like is a little bit more of a standard pink. Not sure which. Hold on. I think you go the shiny on the external most layer, and then you go for something that's a little more neutral on the lower layers, possibly even one of the... I kind of like that, combining it with the indigo. What's this? The arms? We go... no, I think you want something a little... That's kind of what I'm looking for, Boris, but I'm not really seeing it. I feel like this would have been it, but I don't have access to... Oh, yeah, that would have been it, but I don't have it. Maybe. Otherwise, there's a chance that some of these previews are not as accurate as one might have otherwise hoped. Ones that I may be assuming are not a great match may be better than I'm giving them credit for. Maybe that? That might be the closest to a matte pink, although as I said, it's kind of salmony. What about this? Alternative white? No, that is pretty white. It's not very pinkish. Let's try this. Where's this one? We might be getting somewhere. I'm not sure if we want that. Maybe back to this color instead. Not entirely sure there. This. That part. I don't like that shade as much. Right? We demand more types of pink. There's like 20 different shades of white. If you want that, plenty of options. We snuck in a red. Oh, that's... Matte red is surprisingly a little bit pink. Almost pink. I'm a little bit tempted by that. What if we just go with that? Maybe we do that, and then maybe even this as well. That's a lot. I think you kind of have to go with one of the more neutral matte ones here. Like that, or like that. What about a silver? It's technically a pale gold. I kind of like throwing in a silver there, just to mix it up a bit. Please refund. That's even lighter. What about that? This is what, that right up there. I feel like you go back to this. Otherwise, maybe that. Maybe that. I don't know. Here. Oh, that's the back. I think you have to go for the shiny one here. Where was it? Is this the shiny one? I think that's the shiny one, actually. This. Then that. I have no idea what this is. No clue what this is. The lights, maybe? It's the lights. I think that's pretty decent. We're trying to... Would this have been my color of choice? Probably not, but... Oh, what if we... Actually, hold on. What if we go back to the silver a little bit? Just for a little more contrast. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty useful. Possibly even there as well. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better balance. What do we think of that? Mark it as passable. I think, given the lack of pink options, because we were really looking for more of a matte pink. Without that, a little tricky. So given the circumstances, I think this might be the best we can do. All right. Meanwhile, see, Big Country has also gone pink. Coincidence? I think not. You went more for the pure though, the pure pink, 100%. Try to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, except for the headband around the.
All right. Big Country tan. See, that's. I feel like it works better with the more simple character skin. If you have all the like bits of metal poking out and whatnot, I feel like you have to mix it up a little bit more.
Originally, I had like pure one color pink, but then I changed the belt, the knee pads, the gloves.
I'm not sure if you deliberately said pain or if you meant paint. Alright, so is it Heart of the Fortress?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tech. And that is what you want. Wait, is that what you want for Nell?
For bossing.
Hold on. Let me double check if it's tech. There's a chance I do have that. What other combinations?
You want either crit damage cooldown or cooldown Colossus.
I have Colossus, tech. Let me check. I do have crit damage Colossus.
You want the cooldown.
But you really want the cooldown? Tech cooldown. Yeah. Damage rate.
Cooldown's 1, Colossus is 2, crit damage is 3. Tech is 4, but it's pretty distant.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff that doesn't quite give what I'm looking for in that case. Alright.
Do you have a cooldown crit damage fusion reactor?
It might. That might be what I've been using. I have cooldown fusion. That may be what I have for Nell right now. Which I can check. On Nell, cooldown fusion is what I've been doing, not cooldown crit damage,
Crit
so
damage,
I'm
yeah.
not
So
sure I
you'll
have that either.
on one of the days, when the 400% dungeon pops up with cooldown with non-attribute fusion, you'll want to farm a reactor for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because crit damage helps both your 2, 3, and your 1 and 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So it's
that's a big one. All right. So, shall we 400%?
Yep.
Oh, should I throw on an XP booster? I mean, I could, I guess.
I know what I think I'm going to. Maybe just an hour one.
Yeah. Not 1 day. 1 hour. Yeah.
I do have
Okay.
73 of them.
Yeah. Plenty of those to go around, I suppose. Alright. In that case, let's get moving. You want to do public or private?
Up to you.
I am a weak little level 1 Jayber, so I'm going to go public.
Well, 24. Does your components have health cores on?
They should. Yeah, so that should help.
Oh, it's weird seeing MP and no MP in combat. Oh, vehicle restricted zone. I'm still not used to that. For some reason I couldn't get through that door.
What was what Reach was saying a minute ago, that the previous color scheme we had looked good in dark areas, but not so much in others, and now, naturally, first place we go is exclusively dark area. No, this is not what we planned for. Ooh.
On my screen, it looks like Nigel was the one who killed that guy.
Oh god. Looks more anime now with the color scheme? Lighting is kind of interesting in here. And the running as well. I feel like this armor skin in general looks kind of anime-y with the way it has the stuff sticking out in the back.
One thing I wasn't very happy to hear, apparently they're buffing Freyna next month.
They're buffing her?
Yeah. Like, she's not the best in the new area, but she's still alright.
Yeah, I guess.
Sure, there's no place for her bossing build anymore, but
I'm not really sure nowadays what buff entails. Does that mean
yeah, I don't know
small numerical boosts, or are we talking wholesale big-time upgrades? Because if it's the latter,
Lepic's
then
getting the
I'm with
whole-
you, that feels overkill.
Lepic's getting that. No,
Yeah, I mean, that I do feel like does kind of make sense for him.
Yeah. It's Freyna, Bunny, and someone else, I forget who, is getting a buff next month. And Lepic's getting the, you know, he's getting his Transcendent module reworked and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever
pink
done
is the
this as
kind
400% done.
I was just thinking, maybe I've done it once before, but this one is not especially familiar to me.
I'm going to have to switch to gun and shoot.
Oh, my game crashed. Wonderful timing. Love that for me. Couldn't have just waited an extra 10 seconds for us to finish the mission? Womp womp womp. We get a burst of experience at the end of the mission. How am I ever going to make up for that? Oh no! I activated a 1-hour XP booster. Now I've wasted 2 minutes loading back into the game. I want a refund. Actually, does the XP booster count the timer based on in-game time, or?
No, it's just time.
Okay. There's a different angle. That looks weird with
Well,
that.
you can take a look at the reactor you got.
That's true.
And if you got a cooldown crit damage or cooldown colossus, you won't have to do that stupid dungeon ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, it has to be the longest one, right?
Yeah.
So, might be good from an XP standpoint in terms of the total number of enemies you kill per mission, but given how you get a big burst at the end, it's the least efficient farming spot for that purpose, you would think. Well, I do appear to have gotten nothing of the...
Just to make sure you don't have like crit damage on what's the one that wasn't hearted? Oh, maybe you should lower it.
That's what I'm going to do right now, yeah. Specifically for this combination. It was cooldown and crit damage were the two I was looking for, is that right?
/ colossus.
And colossus? Okay.
Yeah.
There you are. But, you know, I'm going to say any rarity works. As long as it's those three, because we can upgrade it from there, if necessary.
I'm level 39, of course.
Ah, it's a very frustrating place to be, yeah. Could throw
Especially
on
now, I don't
any
think you can put Callus on in the middle of missions anymore.
Right. Get rid of
I mean, I'll
all
still
my
try,
character
but...
XP ones. Show me character XP. I'm not really seeing it. No. Oh well. Alright. Shall we hop back in?
Sure. Yeah, I actually have both reactors, a cooldown Colossus and a cooldown crit damage, because I use the cooldown Colossus for bossing and cooldown crit damage for void the purge.
Hmm.
Because Nell and VS are my two favorites for that.
But do you have to let it linger? I do wish the explosion on the floor was just a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Huh?
I do
Okay,
think they could use
Start going in the wrong direction? I did, didn't I?
lowering that by a bit.
So it used to be even longer than that.
Oh yeah.
Significantly so.
Yeah, especially placing the turrets. That was...
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Okay, I'm going to try to put on a catalyst. He needs a lot of M's. Yeah.
Cool
I need to
down.
move to a safe location. Oh, the Husky next month. Apparently he's going to...
By
get
next
MP
month.
Instead of...
Do you mean next week?
Next week.
Is that, yeah. Okay. I mean, that is technically next month. Yes. It's just, it's like next week is, so maybe a more accurate way to describe it.
He's going to give MP.
That could be good.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who like MP. I mean, what? MP, healing, or ammo would be your 3 options. And I would think most people would probably prefer the MP.
Yeah. I mean, we take the health because, you know, we're not ever actually, you know, shooting.
Oops. The way the visual worked there, that really looked like that was the opening. The Jayber ground effect throwing me off there.
I'll be honest, I don't think Jayber's ever going to be, you know, one of my mains or anything like that.
I mean, it's nice that he is at least good enough now that you don't feel silly for playing him. Which I think is an important threshold for most, if not ideally all characters, to be at. They don't have to be the best, but at least good enough that they are serviceable at endgame. Maybe not the absolute endgame, but endgame-ish. Where'd he go? Okay, right there. And that sort of is what I asked. I guess I can't really complain, although I would like you to return now. Where'd you go? Please come
He's
hither.
invisible. He's gone.
Or invulnerable. Nope. Dude! I just had them over there the moment I moved them. Then you teleport. How dare you?
Okay. Now I can catalyze.
Now let me see. Non-attribute. Alright. Came up empty there.
What's the other one I wanted to put on eventually? God, my chair is so loud. Another M.
Oh, should I throw on my energy activator? Probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna have to blood sacrifice Jayber anytime soon. Whereas, to be honest, in the past when we were using him, that was kind of always the thing that I had in the back of my mind. Was that was likely to happen at some point. Alright, let me double check. We might be about to get kicked out. We have 36 seconds. Yeah. Can I throw something else on? Power increase or skill expansion?
You only want one skill expansion?
Oh, I already have it. Yeah. time to spare. Yeah, extension and expansion. Wait, what do you need the extension for, though, if you're blowing up the turret? Oh, does that still increase the amount of time the ground effect is there for?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, if you're gonna blow them up more or less immediately, then why do you need the extra duration? Yeah, we only have a limited, or at least I only have a limited number of character slots because otherwise you have to purchase them. So I had a temporary shortage of character slots. So I basically have several characters who are good enough and that I use enough that they're worth reserving one of those slots for, and that I've, upgraded those characters now. But then I had one or two characters that I used them briefly just to check them out, but kind of knew that they weren't that strong, or I wasn't that interested in them. They didn't really have that much of a use case, so they were mostly just there for a trial, and then they were ultimately to be blood sacrificed in order to create space for a different character. So that used to be the case for this guy. He was the worst character in the game by a pretty significant margin at one point, so we tested him out just for the sake of testing him out, but it was pretty clear that if there were to be someone to blood sacrifice, he was likely to be first on the list. So it is only now that he has been significantly buffed that we are once again bringing him back and no longer treating him as if he is someone who is about to be blood sacrifice. Exactly.
Technically, Enzo is getting buffed next month from...
I was about to say Enzo would likely be next in line for blood sacrifice if/when it becomes necessary.
Although I still think he's going to be very good, even with the buff, but it's interesting at least. Trigger module that activates when you use a supply skill.
Oh, I saw that,
reload.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll automatically reload your weapon. When you
How does that affect
supply
Blay,
skill.
who doesn't want to reload her weapon more often than not?
Well, no, supply skill matters if you supply, like if it, the skill has to have a tag supply, and only SMO has a skill tag with supply.
Oh wait, Esimo, not Enzo? I thought you said Enzo.
Sorry, not too many E's.
Speaking of pearlescent, the ground effects that you create when you explode the turrets is rather pearlescent / the variety of colors looks very much like an oil spill. Which
It really does.
I have mixed feelings about. Don't love the idea of just creating oil spills all over the place to destroy my enemies. Feel like we are probably committing some kind of crime in the process. Just think about the dolphins, the sea otters. What did they do? They didn't deserve this. Leave them alone. Oh,
You're gonna be level 40 after this.
Oh, that's true. 39 now. Please become invulnerable. Preferably not a split second after I detonate my turrets, though.
I dismantled 300 weapons today.
Oh. Noise?
I'm about to die.
Not
Because every time
as
I got up,
noise?
he'd slam on me right as I get up.
Bad workman always.
It's okay, you get knocked down, but you get up again. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now you do. It's a sizable burst of damage.
It is. Technically, the base one is more, but it doesn't leave the puddle.
Oh, okay. So it's less... has less of a use case. They know what they did.
You should probably check out
Yeah, let me
reactors
take a
too.
peek. That's no good. And nothing useful there. Nothing yet.
It's the first time in a long time where I'm not immediately using all the weapon cores I have. So I'm quite happy about that. I'm actually stockpiling them for once.
It's nice.
You dropped that turret right in front of me.
Oh. May or may not have been deliberate. You'll never know.
Luna is actually going to be a weapons.
Yeah, I saw
buffer.
she has, it's a Transcendent, right? That changes her to being a weapons buffing character rather than a skill buffing character. I mean, that's a threat to Enzo. Of course, don't know who's going to be better at it, but I feel like there's a decent chance it could have been Luna.
Confused. It kind of looked like that her weapons buffs only affect her. Or at least some of them only affected her.
That would be strange.
If that's true, I don't know how. I don't think I like that.
That would be very weird though, because it's one thing to change the type of skill that she supports. It's another thing to do that and also make her no longer a support character when that's her whole spiel. I mean, yes, she does already have a Transcendent module that does that as well, so it feels like doing that again would be strange. Although maybe since they're giving her her ultimate character, you know, how do you make an ultimate version of a support character? If you want people to feel like it's strong, you might want to give them a new reason for it to actually be a primary damage dealer. Otherwise, are people gonna scoff at a more powerful support? I mean, obviously we know there were times when Luna was incredibly strong, and so a stronger version of that could be really good, but the perception, or at least the use case for her, is a little bit odd.
Yeah, like for Stormhanger, she's the meta.
Yeah. It's just, by definition, a support character is hard to make the centerpiece. Which...
Unless, in public play, we should say.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can plan it in advance, that's one thing.
It's one of the reasons why I stopped going in as Nell, because I go in as Nell and there's one Serena in the party. It's like, there's no real point in buffing one person.
How does the area of effect of the explosion relate to the area of the base turret ability? Like, can you use that as a bit of a guide? Or is it smaller than that?
I think so.
Is he invulnerable when he's all
As soon as I activated
orange
my
like that?
big...
Just stay right there. That's perfect. Thank you very much. take a risk that you're gonna hang out here for a little bit. It helps when other people are hanging out here as well.
Well, we should probably take out the...
I mean, admittedly, I've not once attempted to attack the things that are making him immune. However, I am proving to be very successful at distracting him with all of these assault turrets. He does not care about anything else right now. Let's check. Get the kind of item we're looking for. The answer still, unfortunately, appears to be no.
Yeah, 400s don't drop as much reactors as Sigmas do.
Yeah, Sigma drops a lot. Is there a reason why we're glowing yellow right now?
No idea.
What, are you glowing this color as
Nope.
well, or is this just a me thing?
Just to you.
What? Why am I? And now I'm
Oh,
not.
now you're not.
What happened? What was that all about? Excuse you. Please, sir, please, please do not jump on my head. Team Rocket blasting off again!
You have a very slidey head. I'm curious what the swords will be like.
Oh, I forgot that that's... I mean, as I was saying earlier, I feel like this skin from the Stormhanger looks a lot like I'm about to pull out a lightsaber. Maybe a sword is the next best thing, so... Well, it would be interesting. Aesthetically, obviously mechanically, that's probably the main thing people would be wondering about. That room always throws me off. This is the wrong direction, isn't it? Ah! Down. Go down, not up. Down is the new up. What if I flip-flop? Just casually slide down Valby's water slide while I'm at it. Oh no, wait! Valby made all the water and now I am truly making an oil spill.
Yeah, I didn't realize, but Waterplay got buffed at the beginning of the season.
Which one is that for Valby?
It changes her one. Like, it was never
what's up,
worth
Master Qual?
using because the base one was better due to the fact that when you blew up the when you switched to Waterplay, it slowed down how often it did the damage. So like, instead of every 0.5 seconds, it would do the damage every 1 second.
Uh-oh, okay.
So it was like half as damaging, and now it's doing every 1 second.
This is the ace in my hand.
Well, good to see you, Master Quad. This is what that stuff is water puddle. It looks a little weird when it's on a metal surface. But it does mean that if we then blow up our turrets in the water, that we have successfully created an oil spill, which again, you know, maybe success is not the right word to use in that context. We have unfortunately created an oil spill. Now, did I do it deliberately nonetheless to test it out? Maybe.
Who's that one enemy left? With all the floor damage.
True. Somehow the water ends up on the walls like that. That's not even... That's crazy. Water at the top of an archway? water on a staircase like that. Makes complete sense if you don't think about it, okay? What's up, Silent? How's it going? Oh, this guy's still mad at us. Where'd he go? Where did he go? There he is. Stop teleporting!
I'm just leaving the damage everywhere, and then no matter where he goes, there'll be some sort of puddle waiting for him.
Yeah, I'm attempting to predict him, then he teleports right onto me, and of course becomes immune a second before I detonate all the turrets. Although once again, I am distracting him with all those turrets.
I was caught off guard.
He activated my trap card, but oh, look at this.
Oh, catalyst.
That might be time for me to catalyze as well. Nope, not quite. Oh, what is it? Oh, nope, that is junk, is what that is. Yeah. Oh, luck yet. Doing a little bit of Jayber, but with him having gotten buffed in the previous patch. And theoretically also trying to farm up a new reactor for Nell to boss with. This mission theoretically could help give one of those, although we've yet to hit the jackpot there. Boris is also making us color our character pink. This is true. Yeah, I went pink on Inez.
I'm also pink.
To a certain extent. And Big Country went even more pink than I did, to be honest. He went the full-blown pink. I tried to do some other secondary and tertiary colors. I'm not really sure if it worked out any better because of that, but an attempt was made. Yeah, that's what... Is it exploding the turrets that makes you glow yellow for a bit? It seemed to happen once I did that.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, if you're trying to color your character, then... And your whole build is based around exploding your turrets, and your turrets make you glow a yellowish gold color, then you might need to factor that in. Yeah, I have a little bit of gold on my Inez. I think that's it for me at the moment until this. The default skin color was purple. I did kind of like it. But Boris said that simply would not do. And Big Country did it willingly. This is good. I mean, I did the Inez one willingly. No prompting whatsoever. It's just felt like a decent way to go. Wait, which weapon are we using right now? Oh yeah, this is Secret Garden. This weapon is pink as well. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why I did go pink on Inez, because that was the weapon I was always using on her.
As I said before, you do want to switch to Peacemaker.
Yeah, that's just a coincidence. Coincidence slash, at the moment, for speed purposes, I have this on him.
everyone's already dead by the time I activate my 4.
Yeah. That's what I mean. And you're still a little on the slower side. Maybe better than it used to be, but still requires a little bit of setup, so it's not like you're deleting everything the moment you walk into the room. If you do have a teammate who's doing that, then you may just be out of luck. Okay. Oh. I was like, why door no open?
Because of the wrong door.
Because it wasn't the door. Oh, oops. Pretty sure I accidentally blew up all my turrets in the previous room rather than setting up these turrets here. Wrong order!
Assault turret activated.
Once again, just distracting him. Don't worry, he's doing nothing. Except getting blown up. %60 of the time, it works every time. Except it actually does work every time. Except when he teleports away. Okay, that's 40 for me.
Why am I
Still-
getting a bunch of electric singular?
Oh? That might explain why I'm not getting a bunch of the stuff that I'm looking for.
I got 2 different gold cooldown crit damage.
I need to double check if this is the right mission to be doing this. I mean, either way, it is still useful for getting Jayber XP, although there would probably be other more efficient ways to do that in a vacuum. The hope was to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, metaphorically speaking. We may not be doing that as well as we had thought. Default skin slightly different color on different characters? Male and female version, because I think that other person is using the default version of it, and they had some pink. I know we were talking about earlier on this character.
It is more pink on female.
Okay. Yeah, that's the armor we were using before, that this person right in front of me has. With the default color scheme, which we had as well. It's just they have it on a female character, obviously. We had it on a male character, and perhaps it would have worked for the pink color scheme initially if it were just on a different character. On the catalyst front, have 8 at the moment, need the brains. Got a bunch more the blueprints and the brains, yeah. Typically the ones that take the longest to farm up for me. Feel you there.
I haven't needed to farm up brains in ages.
You can get them from a few different sources now, so you don't necessarily need to go to a dedicated blue brain farming location. Although that may technically still be the most efficient if you're really trying to go all in on that?
For me, it was the dog. I just from farming the dog, I got a bunch of.
Oh
blue
yeah,
rays
in
I've
the
been into for ages.
in the void vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a decent source of it as well. Some of the new or the big mini bosses in the new area occasionally drop that stuff, as I think we were talking about last week, although that is pretty unusual. And then there's at least occasionally the weekend shop guy will give you some of that stuff. There are a few ways like that where you can get a little bit, but if you're dedicated to a specific blue brain farm location, that is probably still the best. Also need to figure out what you actually want to capitalize, though. Fair enough. Let's just jump over all of the loot. Right? Who needs it anyway? That's for the doggo, isn't it? The way they spawn in this room, something about it is just kind of silly to me. They instantly spawn in once you walk to a certain point, and they all immediately roar or make some kind of growling sound effect at the same time. It just makes that seem all that more silly. Oh yeah, weapon cores definitely, that can take a long time to farm. If you're trying to optimize those. Perfect rolls. Wait for it. Now. Oh. Nope. Nope. Never mind.
Yeah, I think we can leave here. I don't think we're getting any.
Yeah, I'm not getting much. Doesn't seem to be very effective from a reactor farming standpoint.
It's weird. Usually what they say on there is what you actually get. The only thing you get, but I guess they screwed up somewhere.
I mean, this 400% is so unusual. It is. Shows up a tenth the time the other ones show up, if not even less than that. So, if there were one that would be behaving strangely, this would be the one.
It was possible to go into the ship from the map before, right?
Like, yes, we could go into Heart of the Fortress from the map if...
No, I meant the ship. The void ship.
It might have been.
I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah, this says you get the tech non-attributes. In theory. Didn't see very many of those, though. Oh, if we're quick, we could do another wall crasher for what it's worth, although by the time we load in, the window might already be gone. I don't know if we want to give that a shot.
Yeah, I think we can skip it.
Yeah. Okay. So, in which case, do we have a preferred approach? I mean, if we're just doing 400% for the sake of XP, then the other 400% is almost certainly preferable.
Or the Sigma.
Or Sigma.
I could switch to Sharon and get some arcane on her.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I think I can get a couple of these. Yeah. Got to do that.
I can get some tomorrow.
Alright, so in that case, shall we Sigma?
Yeah, it's not pink anymore, my outfit, but I still like it.
Oh, hold on. This may not be acceptable. Oh, you switched to Sharon. I see. Yes. Hold on a second, because I am curious. If one were... Oh, and I don't have a preset for Jayber. Okay, so it's going to take a minute to set back for that stuff, but just want to verify if one were to do this. There's definitely some pink there. Sigma? Sigma sector, yeah. Too much blue for big country. This is the same skin we had on our previous character without any extra paint on it. This is just the default color scheme. But it definitely has more pink. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is kind of a continuous theme, and looking at some of the preview stuff for next update, I'm afraid that trend may continue, and I'm not gonna lie, it's getting to the point where that may be... It's been a slippery slope for a long time, so it's hard to say, you know, when do you say enough is enough, but it's getting pretty close for me. So it's a shame, but at the same time, I legitimately might be approaching the point where I just say, you know what? I can no longer support this game. It is getting
All the cards on the battlefield.
little too much. And by a little too much, I mean at this point it's probably already at least a little too much, but they keep on pushing it further. So, it's a shame that may actually be the thing that makes me put down the game, but we may very well be on our way to seeing just that. Yeah, they've done some of the animations, tons of the character skins, so that they haven't been shy about it.
Yeah, I turned those things off, the animations.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. That's a good move. Alright, are you ready to Sigma Sector?
Yep.
Just see the reason why. Yeah. Frozen Singular. Then Fire Singular. So yeah, reactor wise it doesn't really make a difference. A streamer who goes through and edits out, who goes almost frame by frame in a 4-hour long stream multiple times to remove all of the egregious loading screen images that they put in the game. That's me. Not a fun experience. And I would not be surprised if they add more of that stuff in with this upcoming update. It's okay, Boris. Just want to ride around on my cover bike right now. I come in peace, actually. I don't understand why we are fighting these people. Why can't we be friends? If we have a quarrel, a dispute, why can we not resolve this by challenging them to a motorbike race instead of resorting to violence?
Krell is an Krell's a bad guy. I don't know why I said baddie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's quite different.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that
go
was
there.
Very weird. I did not mean to say that.
That's okay, I figured.
Worse.
You're still alive. Get out of here. The way his body just collapsed. It's hilarious. Went all accordion style. We'll spawn back here. Oh. And I was a little further away than I wanted him to spawn. I might have missed.
Stop going down when I jump up and going up when I'm staying on the ground.
Jump up and get down.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
In Mass Effect, who's your canon relationship?
Oh, I don't really have one. Well done, Boris.
For me, when I was watching a TV show with my mom, and she was going through the actors. I was it IMDb's page,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Oh, she's in a video game called Mass Effect." I was like, "Oh, I haven't played that. I love video games. I should try it out." And I played it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's actually how you were introduced to it?
With the operation.
Yeah.
That's how you got into it? Wow. I feel like that's a pretty unique way. I mean, man, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone who's tried out a video game for that reason before. Do you remember which person it was?
Miranda Lawson,
Oh, what's she in? Yeah.
a TV show called Chuck.
Okay. 'Cause I think,
She was also in Dexter for a while, but
okay.
I never watched that.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of those. In terms of, I
Probably
mean,
just Chuck.
honestly, Martin Sheen is probably the most famous. Probably the most famous person. But he's only in Mass Effect 2 and 3, so I don't know. I mean, he'd still be on his IMDb page, I guess. Otherwise, who else is? I mean, Jen Hale, who does FemShep, has a crazy amount of voice acting stuff that she does, but I don't know if she's done much in the way of TV shows or movies or anything like that.
I don't think so.
I think, blanking out on her name. Corian, who is Tally's auntie, sort of one of the admirals. All I can think of is Raya, but that's not correct. That's the name of the ship. Ron. Admiral Ron. I think is kind of famous. Yeah. Garrus. Wait, the only canon is Garrus. It's Mantis rifle. Yeah, the actress who does Ron, I think, is a little bit famous.
Turret engaged.
But if you get the chance to watch the TV show Chuck, I highly suggest it. It's great. The final season, you can skip that.
I mean, that's better than saying skip or like zoom through the first 3 seasons, which sometimes you do
No,
hear people saying, and that's like, okay, you know.
I think my favorite season is number 2, but the first one's really good too.
Yeah, Garrus is in Fallout. I remember, I have actually not really played any of the Fallout games, but I remember hearing some people say that. Fallout. Any other? Oh, Joker. What's his name? Seth Green? Is that it? He's in a few things. He's kind of
yes,
famous.
he's very.
He'd be one of the more famous, at least, people. think it's probably still Martin Sheen #1 though, unless I'm forgetting someone. Oh, actually, yes, Arya, Carrie-Anne Moss, Trinity from The Matrix.
Bring it.
Right.
Again, not as famous as Martin Sheen, I think most would say. Almost certainly not, but maybe in competition for second spot. Maybe kind of similar to Seth Green.
Extraction from
Yeah, right, he was in Austin Powers.
Good work, Descendant.
That is also what I tend to think of him from. That animation right there. That's way too far. That's the one that I was alluding to before.
Oh. I was talking about, you know what I was talking about. I don't think I need to go into it.
Possibly, but yeah, you know, we don't need to. Yeah, Martin Sheen was incredible in
What they
Master,
call it
yeah.
doesn't sound too bad. Dynamic motion.
Oh, that's the setting for it?
Yes. You can turn that off.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
What's it under?
Um,
Gameplay? Oh no.
I don't know.
Graphics, maybe.
A
Physics?
specialized Vulgis aircraft has appeared over the operation zone.
Yeah, I feel like people are gonna get mad at me if I stand still for the entire mission. That is another thing that does frustrate me about this game. Is the way in which people who are AFK are treated.
Summoning turret.
I was thinking most of them are just farming AFK.
Yeah, I mean, I had a 400% dungeon, which I had to stop to sneeze and grab a tissue for, and then I got absolutely, like, lambasted by this guy. You know, when you label every week, you do an announcement about abusive players who are going AFK, I think you're sending a pretty strong message to the players about
Summoning assault turret.
how you want people to be treated when they're standing still. And where the line gets drawn, I think, is very gray. And there will be people, as I have experienced firsthand, who take it way too far when you take 10 seconds to grab a tissue and whatnot. So that, I think, is pretty outlandish.
Bring it.
Oh, you did see it, Boris? Okay. As I said, I just don't want to be standing still for too long, otherwise I legitimately... As I said, there's a chance someone may try to report and ban me for standing still at the start of the mission, which I wish wasn't a thing, but for the reasons I just mentioned, I think legitimately are sort of a thing.
Summoning assault turret.
Which, yes, I think is ridiculous, but unfortunately is something that I think one has to consider.
Oh, every time this guy spawns in, he's invisible for the first, like, 5 seconds.
He's doing a great job of dodging stuff.
Extraction from operation
Yeah, right? I think
zone
it's just...
initiated.
They went
Good work,
way
Descendant.
too far with the messaging there. I mean, just the fact that you are... Oh! Saw the... Oh, that preview made me think that's what it was. Now I'm already forgetting what name you said it had.
Dynamic motion.
Dynamic motion. Motion blur? Physics? Okay.
Oh, it's in gameplay.
It's in gameplay, okay.
Right at the bottom.
Dynamic motion level. Okay. You just turn it off altogether?
Yeah.
Oh god, I had it on medium. That's gameplay, mind you. But the fact that that was medium, that there was a higher setting than what I was seeing, that's a terrifying thought. Oh my god. What? Also, 39 and 2/3, which is an unfortunate place to be at the start of the mission. That might be the first person I've seen right here who has customized their glide form, their starter bike, to the point where I legitimately did not recognize it at first. It's not enough against them. I mean, kind of respect it.
Descendant.
Right, Boris?
Detecting arcade life signs inside a Vulgis structure.
Oh, never mind. Alright, we were just going out for a little cruise. Don't mind us. Throw out some of these medical turrets as well. Just make everything for me. We're at it. I don't even know where I put them, but I'm just gonna press the button and, you know, naturally do this right as the boss enters its immunity phase. Could I have looked up at his health bar and realized that was likely to be the case? Yeah, you know, I probably could have. That was probably avoidable.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location. Great work out there.
Okay. Let me see what oh, I actually have room for a few modules here potentially. So oh, the amplification related things, that makes sense. We're looking for non-attribute and dimension. Can't quite in one of the ones we're looking for here. Yeah, not quite enough. Okay. On the off chance that I happen to have picked up... Yeah, no. Not the reactor I was looking for. Not that that comes as much of a surprise.
Oh, the two... Do you want me to say the two modules that I don't have up on my... Well, actually, I have it on my build now, but... One of them on my build now, but... Do you want me to talk about the two modules that weren't on the
it
screenshot I
would
sent
be
you?
more helpful if you did right when I was...
Descendant.
Right when I can catalyze again so that I can actually put one of them on. Because otherwise you're going to tell me now, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it for, you know, 20 minutes, and by then I'm going to forget. So, if you don't mind holding that thought, that would be great.
That's no problem.
Specialized Vulgis
Poor
aircraft
Kyle.
stopped to resupply. It's defenseless. Shoot it down.
That was acrobatic. Oh, and then you jumped onto the hover bike. That was epic. Oh, don't mind me as my momentum takes me off the map. Ooh. Oh,
Is no one killing that last one?
where is it?
Very far back, apparently.
Oh, I've never tried doing this before. I know you have to be really standing still for it to...
Large Vulgis
For it to work like that?
presence confirmed in the operation zone. Descendant.
Throw some of these down. Then you make them go boom. I was about to say, we're about to once again have just one enemy remaining. Haven't used it much yet today.
Summoning turrets. Bring it.
Oh, I was still setting up my turrets. Obviously, I needed to place all of them before I blew them up.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location. Great work out there.
I ended up just putting one random catalyst into Sharon so that I'd have 10 catalysts into her.
I admit I have done that once or twice as well.
I really think I think it should have been 8.
Yeah, it
But at the
feels
same
like
time-
8 is very often the key number for a bunch of characters.
The only one that's not is Glay for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's
But
one that...
even then, one catalyst. Although at the same time, putting 2 catalysts in take what, 20 minutes, half hour?
Right. That's pretty much what I ended up doing with her.
I just don't think I'll be playing Glay anytime soon, so I haven't really bothered.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
And if I do play with her, it'll probably be for an entirely new, different build. So I might as well just wait for that anyways.
Wish you didn't have to put away your gun from the 3 in order to hop on your bike. Yeah, sure, it's not a huge deal to deactivate it, but just every once in a while I have it out, and I try to hop on the bike and nothing happens. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, I haven't used the gun, the unique weapon.
I mean, honestly, that is generally happening when I accidentally pull it out. Which is also probably why I'm wondering why I'm not allowed to hop on my bike on those occasions. So,
If
it would
you
be
think bad
nice
for
if you could
Jayber,
just
who
hop
you
on
only
whenever.
ever use it by accident. Imagine how it is for Luna. Which is why, next month, they're fixing it.
Ah, okay.
They're gonna have you automatically put it away whenever you pull the bike.
I see. As I once again have accidentally activated the aforementioned skill. All of your frames are belonging to us. Oh, yep, can't go on the bike. Hold on, deactivate that. Then do this. How about the damage of just the base turret without blowing it up? Has that been improved as well?
Yeah.
Ever worth actually keeping them active?
Before? No, actually, the build before was focused on non-attribute singular. You just the only damage worth having was what you used to blow one up. Now it's actually respectable to keep them out. In fact, that's how you fight against storm
Good
hanger.
work, Descendant.
Oh, okay.
I wish we could have a setting so like if it's like fusion on a singular reactor or something like that, you delete it. Or just have it not drop on. like how they changed it for like fire on ice. That was a good change. I really wish they'd do that for all of them. I know technically there are some builds that could use it, but at the same time, it's not a good build to build. Oops, excuse me. You need to drink some water.
This
Get
is
in the
current
hiccups.
action. Reporting extreme concentrations of void energy.
What did that person just do with their bike?
All units, please proceed at your own
Look, they just did a
discretion.
360
Exceed your limits.
almost instantaneously. Technically with the least maneuverable bike at that. Please teach me your ways.
Assault turret active.
I can't wait for the trigger module on Sharon.
Operating assault turret. Turret engaged.
They're also changing it to like if you run into an enemy, the enemy will be pushed to the side,
Yeah.
like on the bike.
I mean, usually you're not really biking near that many enemies because you can't do many offensive things from the bike, but it still helps every once in a while.
Well, unless if you're like
Summoning assault
VS's
turret.
3 or something like that.
Charge drop.
I haven't tried it with VS's 3. I've done it a little bit with Bunny.
Descendant. Prime the detonator
Bunny is not
with
really
your
worth it
weapon.
because you don't
Yeah.
get
Then
extra
activate the
things.
remote detonation
Right.
device.
Who is worth it is Freyna.
Oh. With
The
what?
Transcendent module that
Come at me.
that makes you leave puddles everywhere.
Assault turret active.
Oh.
It's very worth it on her.
She also doesn't have a movement skill, unlike Bunny and
I think
Fiesta.
it's 30 per. You do go faster.
Oh, it does increase your movement skill. But with this Transcendent module only?
Yeah.
Which one is that? I don't think I've tried it.
Have to look.
Assault turret.
I actually still go no Transcendent on Freyna nowadays.
Operating assault turret. Turret engaged.
Operation
Let
completed.
me take a look.
Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
Venom synthesis. It changes her 3 instead of a large puddle you can throw. It, uh, your footprints become toxic.
I don't think I've tried this one before, although I do remember the icon, which shows a puddle with footprints in it, so that at least makes sense.
I got like 500 core amplifiers there. That's nice.
Descendant. Confirm arrival at the operation zone.
Oh, that's the opposite of what I meant to do. Oh, it's also the fact that at least on keyboard and mouse, the button to activate your bike and the button to activate your gun that prevents you from using your bike are right next to each other. So I'm realizing that may be one of the reasons why I have accidentally pulled out my gun instead of my bike on several occasions.
That's a specialized Vulgis aircraft. It can fly through void storms. Descendant, if you're gonna shoot it down, do it now. Hurry!
I'm excited for the you push people away because I keep getting stuck on enemies that are already gone.
Here. Excuse me, sir. Please move. Excuse me. Please move.
One enemy left.
Large Vulgis presence confirmed in the operation zone. Descendant, on your
Excuse me. I was in the process of detonating my turrets, and you actually stopped me from doing so. Apparently, even if it takes a little while for the fuse to hit the detonator, getting stunned midway through is not enough. Well, fortunately, those guys did spawn there. Lids, that part of TNT is not called it. Look, I don't know how you make TNT, okay? Please go down on the ground where the electricity oil spill is.
It'll still damage him when he's in the air over it.
Does it have enough area of effect to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I just did enough Sigma in the party.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even know that was part of the weekly.
Oh, I may have as well. Oh, no, that was from something. I don't know. I got supply coins from something there.
I think it was from party.
Gunpowder and sand. Durr.
This is where
I did it again. That's the wrong button.
with the operation zone.
I want this button.
Caution.
I do like how if you press a skill when you're on your bike, you dismount, but you tend to go flying. Your momentum continues, which in the previous mission did send me flying off the map, or nearly did at least. It was a little inconvenient, although still funny. And if you do very much stay in the map, then it just looks dramatic without being.
I
that
do it
much
all the time in Sharon.
We're detecting arcane life signs inside of
Although I
the
don't go
structure.
flying.
Really? That's the best part. It might only be if you boost. I don't know.
I'm very much boosting one.
Oh, that time it didn't do it. Oh. The previous time. What gives? Boost. It didn't do it that time either. Okay. I don't know what gives in that case.
Where are you, boss? There you are. Sharon's biggest problem are hills. Because all of her knives come out straight.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location. Great work out there.
I see that as a good thing that I don't know how to make that chorus.
Can you hear my
This
chair
is
every time I
Hound
move?
Action. Reporting extreme concentrations of void energy.
Don't think I did that time.
Operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion. Do not exceed your limits.
No, that was the way in which I went flying last time in that spot. Didn't have it.
Summoning turret.
It's so disappointing.
Come at me.
Oh, there's a base Freyna.
I do see base Freyna surprisingly often. Maybe more so than any other base character. I don't know why.
Probably people who got it from the boost. Or they didn't get it from the boost, but they came from the boost.
Yeah, but even well before the boost was a thing.
Really?
For whatever reason, it just seems like Freyna, I think by a significant margin, is the character that I see the base version of most often. Certainly went flying that time. Oh, hello.
Turret engaged.
One moment, please, sir.
Caught up.
Actually, I would appreciate if you'd stay over here.
I'm about to die.
My recommendation is that you don't.
I didn't.
Well,
Thank you.
that's the spirit. No, don't dodge over there. Also, where did you go?
He's dead.
He do be dead.
Mission complete. Transport inbound. See you soon.
Off chance that I've gotten a reactor of the correct category, but no, it doesn't really happen very much anymore. Unless you're looking for fire singular in this area.
Which is only Serena, and she's a gun build, so unless if you're a little neurotic like I am.
Ah. Don't be so harsh on yourself.
Harsh is the only thing I am for myself.
This is Hound Action. Reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed to your discretion.
Oh. Okay, now that time I just drove straight into a cactus. That'll do
I've
it.
done that several times.
Summoning assault turret.
shaping charge on the ground.
Oh, you went up as well.
We need it to purify the void energy. Find the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
Ooh, that one's flying well.
Good morning, RK. I am the original.
Battle sequence now.
These balls are very hard for Sharon to deal with too. Like, you kind of just have to hope you get lucky.
Damn.
No comment.
I realized how it sounded after I said it. But you know what I mean, right?
I was
From the other
hoping
boss?
I was hoping you wouldn't double down, and then it felt like you doubled down. Sorry.
But like, what else would you call them?
Spheres?
Operation complete.
It's just the other phrasing you used around it as well was
Yeah.
not the
Well done,
best.
Descendant.
No, it wasn't.
Alright, what were those other... Now I'm ready to catalyze, so... What were those other modules you were...
Skill simplification and maximize conservation.
Skill simplification, which is an X.
One of the reasons why you should probably take off maximize the maximize duration and just put it on the other duration.
Oh. Maximize. Conservation. Oh. Let's throw that on for the time being, just so I actually remember it. Which duration did you actually think is best?
The blue one.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Okay, let me take another peek here. Yeah, so I mean, again, unsurprisingly, haven't gotten the reactor that I was looking for from
Well,
this
it can't
type of
drop from
mission.
Here.
Yeah. So
We do have, say, 5 seconds.
yeah, what I'm wondering is if it may be worth giving it a shot with what is admittedly a suboptimal reactor, but
Sure.
maybe it's still good enough.
I did die twice doing the mission. Oh, one thing, you know those circles that like I thought they were supposed to block damage, but then we both got damaged in them?
Yeah.
They do block damage, but they're splash damage, so if you're like at the front of the circles.
Oh, okay. I see.
And I've got research.
Oh, I might check mine as well. Now that you mention it. Yeah, overall, just reflecting a bit on what we saw there with Jayber. I mean, the damage is decent. The burst damage is pretty good.
Go on,
The
I'm waiting.
persistent damage from the dot after you explode it, that was a little harder to evaluate, but seemed like it could be decent as well. It could cover a decent amount of area, at least, once you blew up 3 of them. Still does feel like setting 3 of them up and then doing the explosion before you do any big damage is a little bit slow / potentially a little bit tedious, even
I
if it
think-
is better than before.
You feel better in like Sigma Center? Not Sigma. The new area, Axion Plains?
Hmm.
Because you're in the same areas longer.
Yeah, Sigma sectors are very dynamic mission. You're running around a lot. Whereas you're right, especially some of the missions, in particular in the Axian Plains, you might be camping out in an area for quite some time. And then you're getting more value out of the long-term damage over time effects.
Especially since you can put on like nine of the circles at the same time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and after, even if you're originally using it to take out one group of enemies, there may very well be another group of enemies that spawns there that still gets damaged by it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we have the normal one. We have the big one. So is there anything at all that you changed build-wise going into the big one?
I haven't actually seen a specific build for the challenge ones, but I didn't change anything and I got through it.
Okay.
As I said, I did die twice doing it, but
yeah, I mean,
it was still my first try.
Yeah, and I'm open to giving it a few attempts. I don't expect perfection on the first attempt.
Why do you have fusion on? A fusion reactor on?
Cause hold on, let's see. This is the mobbing reactor. I switched to the bossing modules. What is the fill-in bossing reactor? Cooldown tech? That might... oh no, Colossus tech, probably.
No, it would be cooldown tech.
Cooldown tech would be better?
Yeah, just doing more,
Wait. And then what is the external component set for her? Because I have Slayer on, but I feel like that's not...
Enlightened Mage.
Yeah. Enlightened Mage is better. Okay.
Yeah, for your mobbing, you're not really you're not firing powers all over the place because you're using your 2 and 3, which have a bit of animation. But with your 1 and 4, you're just spamming your powers over and over.
Okay. That should help a little bit as well. Yeah, this is not ideal. Hopefully it's still good enough. Could throw on a little bit more HP on some of those ones. Assuming I have...
I might roll some more
stuff.
HP too on some of mine.
It's not bad, but could be marginally improved. Maybe statistically insignificant in this fight for all I know. That is very likely the case. Oops. This one. Okay, so it is you.
I have like well over 400, so...
yeah, I think it's more so a matter of not the cores. Definitely not a matter of the cores, it's a matter of the particle disruptors. Don't have as many of those.
I've got like 818.
Yeah. And now they're probably the best thing to craft with the resources you get from the 400%, because that used to be the core binders. But once you get enough of those, then the...
yeah, I still have like 20,000 of those, so...
yeah, then the core particle disruptors become the go-to. It would seem. Alright, there we are. Wasn't too bad. At least gold rolls.
Humanity
Maybe
is very weak.
before I forget.
That's why humans need us so desperately.
Yeah, so these guys, once you have enough of them, you don't really need to continue to stockpile them, whereas these ones you legitimately do have a reason to get a whole bunch of. So, I'll craft some of those. Okay. So, in that case... yeah, those are... oh, this one's still purple. Hold on. I might be able to get 1% more health. One moment.
I've started looking for like if it's over 37%. Like I'm past gold. Like all mine are gold, and I'm just...
yeah.
Like, I've got to use my materials for something.
Yeah. Yup. Pretty much. Come on. Come on. Stop giving me HP recovery modifier.
I get that too. Oh,
Stop giving me HP recovery modifier. Stop giving me HP recovery modifier. Okay, maybe give me HP recovery modifier. And then it immediately gives me a gold max HP. I see you, game. I see what you're up to. Alright. I think at this point, that means I'm about as ready as I could realistically be, other than maybe using this to intimidate the opponent. See, I have destroyed your, underling many times before. I didn't realize it had the little portal above it. That does look cooler in that case. Anything else? Oh no, my toxic attack roll isn't a goal. That's okay. I'm never shooting this in all likelihood.
no, I just got max.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so all my rolls are now above 37%.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
And you still have more HP than I do. Is my thing not... Is my max HP on my component not maxed out or something?
Don't know.
No, it's maxed out.
Do you have HP on all of them?
Yeah.
Arcade tuning?
Yes, we have different arcade tuning.
Oh, mine is clear speed. Hold on. Switch over to Stormhanger. There was something else I could do. Okay. There we go. Now, this is better, theoretically. Remember...
Yeah, we have a difference of 63. So
63
almost
life?
extra. Yes.
Yeah, you never know. What about the 0.6, though? I have 0.6. You never know, man. I'm not even sure if the game...
74.8.
What happens if you have 0.6 or 0.8 life? Does the game even consider that a non-zero value? I don't know.
I have no idea. Maybe it just rounds up?
I couldn't tell you. Alright. But now, I think...
Do you want to do Wall Crusher first?
Oh, that is about to happen. Sure. We just go in with Nell? I might.
I could go in with Nell because I have a buffing build for her.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't suggest you to
Right,
go in
I've
with
never
Nell.
done it with this. I don't think I've ever done it with Nell, period.
Yeah. The way I view it is that the Stormhanger is the skill boss, Wall Crusher is the weapon boss.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of rather not switch off Nell, given how I don't have all these things locked in on a or well, it requires flipping a few extra switches and pressing a few extra buttons, and I already almost forgot to do several of those things, so I might just try to skirt by a suboptimal build for this fight, which should be considerably easier than the other one that we were planning to do.
I guess I'll be doing damage for 2 people.
That's okay. I think we will be just well, hopefully we will be just fine. The only time I've ever failed this fight is the one time when we were doing it on stream last week.
Yeah, right before I joined you.
I'm doing it every day, usually multiple times at that, so it's, I don't know what the total number is, but it's probably at least, if not 1 in 100, probably even smaller probability than that.
Well, it takes me less than 5 minutes to solo it.
Yeah, so right, I think we're gonna be fine, one way or another. Don't think it's gonna matter too much. Ooh, several blades.
Yeah, I don't think so with 6 Serenas, I think we'll be fine.
Yep. There may very well be phases where I get annihilated. We shall see. Like this. So I do kind of need to get closer to him. No, I need a weak point. That count as hitting it? It does. Now we're back in business. There we go. See? No problem.
I kind of want to see how much damage he did.
Do that. Oh, that was pretty sick. Do the 60 I saw that guy doing. Alright, so we checked that off, but I think that was, relatively speaking, a much smaller boss, a less challenging boss than the other one that we were prepping for.
Oh, by the way, before when I was saying like, oh, we get health back, and I was wondering where it came from, I forgot about dog.
Oh, of course.
It's just such a non-factor most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. I don't remember which doggo. Okay, I do have German Shepherd. Okay. Alright, so I mean, we can go straight in from here if we'd like.
Works for me.
Alright. So, of course, this is the challenge version of the Stormhanger. Mechanically, is it basically the same? Just more damage and more health and all that?
Yep.
And more rewards, significantly more rewards, but one-time
Only-
benefit, so you don't benefit at all from farming it. It's just a check it off once
Actually,
and
you
you're
can
done.
farm it, but it just gives you the same amount as the regular guide does.
Oh, okay. And at which point, you know, I mean, if you want the extra challenge, you could, I suppose, but at that point, why bother? At least it would seem.
Unless if you want to get on the time.
Yeah, yeah. All right, shall we hop in?
Sure.
Let's give it a shot.
The game's
Again.
mad at me because I'm not in the playable area.
Oh. Now, why is that? I wonder. I get out of that screen, only to, for a split second, see a little icon showing that you were directly above my head.
Well, I wasn't jumping on your head this time.
No, I think you were way above it.
I didn't even know you were under me.
You may not have been directly above me either. You were just so high up, this didn't really matter. But anyways, as I was saying before, this is my first time doing this one. We may not succeed on the first go-round, but we'll give it a shot.
Man, I
Maybe
had terrible luck
a
there.
few attempts. Yeah. Who knows? You may come up to luck to a certain extent. I feel like I may have forgotten to set up my build with the other stuffs last time around, so I may have actually been using my mobbing now in this fight. The base version. Please show me the point. I would appreciate it if you were to. There we go. I'd also appreciate it if you didn't shoot me like that. One thing that is annoying is that you do lose your second meter charge up if you go down. Like I was farming up to get that meter full, and now I lost it. Good to know.
I will not be able to pick you up.
Okay, no worries.
Or if I do, I'll be losing damage because
Yeah, that's fine.
he's...
Just go for it.
Oh, these things are much faster now too, I think.
Oh!
Shields need to recharge.
See if I can get you. Hold on, I'm on the other side.
No, we both have 3 guys. We might as well.
Oh. Oh, okay. Love if the game didn't get me stuck there.
Don't forget to hit the thing in the mouth.
Oh.
Don't forget to hit this thing in the mouth when he does that.
Maybe I'm just running.
Well, that's why I have grapple speed on this. Oh, you have to hit his.
I'm trying, I missed.
Why? There we go.
Please go back. Weak point. I would like to do the your weak point again. There we go. I don't. Please stop that. Oh, come on, hit something. So I can charge this up. Uh-oh.
A little more.
Thank you for dropping light. Please drop more. Thank you. He's not happy with us.
No, you have to. Oh no, wrong one. Okay,
That's
thank
just
you.
the jump. That one's honestly very easy to dodge.
Yeah.
All you do is jump. It's kind of surprising that it's that easy, given how big of a windup it has. And there we go. Nice job. Chi-Chi. May not have been textbook, but we got it done. That only gave me...
It
30?
shows 30 and then you get 600.
Oh, okay.
Elsewhere.
I was like, was that actually the
That's
normal one?
bonuses. I got the six. I
Oh,
got
there's the
30 as
600.
well.
Okay, yeah. There we go. So yeah, that's the challenge mode. Yeah,
Did
so...
you do the dailies in the
Confirmation? Yes, that did give us a lot. Dailies in what?
Axion Plains?
Oh, I'm not sure. I did.
wonder what I just got. I just got like 5 trigger modules in the mail.
Oh. Huh. I mean... That works. Is that boss drop trigger modules?
Wall Crusher.
Hi there.
Oh,
What can I
okay.
help you with?
I haven't done those weeklies yet, but that'll also be, you know, I have a week to do it, so.
Yeah, there's the one... Just doing one of the ones that has the teeth on it. This one I don't really get. The sealed residential district in this zone, which I'm not sure if I've done yet on stream, but basically it is fairly open-ended, where basically you just have wave after wave of enemies. Occasionally one of the commanders, is that the right term? The big guys who are usually showing up at the end of 400% dungeons, those guys show up basically every minute or so, and then you can stop the mission whenever you want, and theoretically you get more rewards the longer you go, but it's still not super clear to me how exactly that works.
I don't get it either.
It's kind of a strange one.
I just don't bother doing it.
Yeah. Alternatively, there's the other one, which is basically the Resource Defense 360 style. Which is maybe the direction we ought to go if we're looking to curb the unstable dimension zone.
Well, we already both did it, so.
Oh, okay. If you've done it, then no worries.
Yeah, I did it in the morning.
So yeah, I mean, I suppose the challenge mode of that boss was the big thing that I was looking to check off, and then also exploring the newly buffed Jayber things, which we did do a bit of. As I said, I wasn't really planning on throwing 10 catalysts on him tonight. Sure, we could add a few more if we really want, one, maybe 2 more if we really wanted to, but it could be that this is honestly at the right stopping point.
Yeah, I mean, next month I think it's going to be kind of dry, so there's no point in going overboard.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, next week we were talking about it a little bit before, but several characters getting buffed, and most notably Lepic, and then you have the ultimate version for Luna.
And Husky.
And the Husky. Those are the big things, at least.
Are you excited
we're
to
expecting.
appear in my show?
Probably. Oh, and then module-related stuff we were talking about as well, but that's the gist of it.
Enjoy and have fun.
I hope that we enjoy it and have fun.
Yes. Although, as I said, I don't think, like, this month there was the release of Wall Crusher, the other boss, the whatever, the big area, I forget what it's called. Axion Plains. It doesn't seem like next week there's gonna be any new. Next month there's gonna be any new gameplay stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they started the season 3. They did add a lot of stuff. I think the two of us both were pretty aggressive with farming / grinding out those things,
Yeah.
so we may have checked off many of the things more quickly than other people. So for us, it was kind of like, yeah, it was a lot of stuff at the beginning, but now we're ready for new things to arrive, and so it might not seem like it's that big of an incremental update this time around, whereas for other people who are still working through some of those other things in the Axian planes, there's still have more things to do.
Yeah,
But I think, it wasn't that long ago.
Silent is still like, he didn't do any of the Sigma centers yet.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
So I don't think he did any of the purge either, or he did some, but not very much.
I still haven't maxed out the purge. I mean, if we wanted to hop into the purge, I still have yet to do the entirety of the, what's it called?
The challenge?
Challenge purge.
I don't think I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know how worth it really is.
Yeah, I've just been doing the level 10 over and over.
Right.
Again,
Right.
which
Yeah,
I'm
I
always
did
up
the
for. In
level
fact,
one,
if you're leaving now, I'll probably just go do that.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, yeah, we've basically checked off most, if not all, of the things that there are to check off, besides continuing to level up Jayber, which, I can do a little bit of that off stream. I don't think we are about to do anything groundbreaking on that front, because we've seen the main things that have changed there, so it would probably be Void Erosion Purge, or just Challenge Mode,
Yeah.
or
You can also
just
make
calling it
Jayber
a night and
bossing-
waiting for the new update.
You can also make a Jayber bossing build too. Like the new boss, he's pretty good against that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but honestly, I mean, Nell has been solid for it, and as I was mentioning before, I have a fairly strong suspicion that I was accidentally using the Nell mobbing build, if not for the modules, then at least for the arcade tuning when I was doing stuff with her last week / grinding up a few of those Stormhanger fights in between streams. So switching over to the actual full-blown boss setup does seem to mean turns out Nell's a little bit stronger, which is nice.
Were you just like, why does Big Country say, I think she's so strong against this boss?
Well, is that it? Honest, the other annoying thing is just sometimes you whiff with the 4. Or at least like the boss squirms a little bit and you're like, why do you have to do that right as I... It doesn't
try to go
happen
for
that
the
often,
tail.
or at least it should be avoidable, but it did happen to me a few times. I was like, oh, that's pain.
Yeah.
It's mostly a skill
usually
issue, but still.
Well, I go for the tail a lot of times.
Like the part that's higher up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what I try to go for. So even then, though, at times, I've still
that's true.
whiffed. But I think that's a me problem.
No, I do too. But with Jayber, that wouldn't be a problem if you want to do a Jayber bossing.
But so with Jayber, that means, are you still using the same Transcendent module, or is
No,
it...
you
Okay.
use no Transcendent module.
Okay. Because, yeah, I would imagine a ground effect is, as your primary form of damage, probably not terribly effective against a boss who is always floating.
Yeah. You basically just lay down the turrets and then you switch to your gun and keep your turrets.
Okay. So it's almost a weapon build / passive damage,
Well,
or more or
you
less
shoot
passive
your-
damage from the...
You shoot
Turrets?
your turrets, not the
Oh, okay. I see.
I think you don't build into Python, but you shoot the boss a bit with Python too
Okay.
for the non-attribute. Right at the beginning you do it, and then you start laying down your turrets because your turrets snapshot, and apparently that includes debuffs. It snapshots the debuff that's on the enemy when you put down the turret.
I
Did
was
your game
searching for some way to work snapshot into my game crashing, but I came up with nothing.
crash?